All right, listen, I'm going to get straight into it. It's not about perfection. Everything I talk about is not about perfection. It's not about feeling a certain way at all times. It's not about, oh, nothing ever bothers me. It's not about, oh, I'm happy 24/7, 365. It's not about, that's not what it's about. What we have to understand is that everything that we talk about here, it's a mentality that is willing to bet on itself. It's a mentality that is not living within any form of limitation. This is what we're talking about here. What would your mind look like if there's no limitation? What would your mind look like if you hadn't, if you did what you really wanted to do, right? And for a lot of people, they struggle with doing what they really want to do, right? And I say really want to do as in did what they desire to do, because we're always doing what we really want to do, right? I'm talking about what people desire to do, what people visualize themselves doing. Can you imagine what would life would look like for you if there was no fear? If you actually understood fear, because fear will always be there. We need fear. But if you actually understood fear, you won't be afraid of certain things that actually don't matter. Can you imagine? What would life look like for you if you solved the problems that you have going on within yourself? Again, this is not perfection. It's not about being perfect. It's not about living life. I am perfect. Thumbs up. Nothing bothers me. It's about taking responsibility and control of the things that you have full control of, because you understand, okay, I put myself in this position. How can I get out of it? How can I make adjustments? Taking ownership and control of the only thing that you have ownership and control of. And that's how you respond, how you react, your attitude. Fam, your attitude towards things. Oh, man. Your attitude when it comes to certain things in life, when it comes to making adjustments, when it comes to failure, when it comes to adapting, when it comes to fear, your attitude, this is what it's about. Yes, there's things that are going to be inconvenient in your life. Yes, there's things that's going to be unfortunate. Yes, there's going to be things that's going to come your way where you're going to feel like, man, this is not it. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get mad. You're going to get sad. You're going to get angry. You're going to get all these mixed emotions. It's part of life. But it's a moment where you look at things and say, yo, I don't have to react like that. I don't have to respond like that. I don't have to move like that. I don't have to live like that. It's not about controlling your emotions. It's about redirecting the things that you get emotional about. It's not about controlling your emotions. Redirecting the things that you get emotional about. Realize, do I have to react and respond that way? Why do I care so much? Why do I put that on a pedestal? Because as I say this, I'm just visualizing a mind that thinks, oh, I gotta be perfect. I gotta be, always a certain mood, always a certain energy. It's like, no, man. Is if you were to change your perspective on certain things, you won't even think about controlling your emotions. You wouldn't even think about that, right? Because if you change your perspective on things, you change the emotion of things. Meaning, if you stop getting emotional about failure and you start saying failure is part of the process, you won't be scared to fail. You change your perspective. If you actually understood that, man, I am just staying calm regardless of what comes my way. If you actually understood that I have the ability to adapt and adjust and change my perspective on certain things in life, what would happen, fam? What would happen to you? What would life look like for you if you changed your perspective on certain things? Hey, I woke up late this morning. I wasn't feeling it. That's okay. Let me adapt and adjust. Hey, I got fired in my job this morning. How am I going to pay the bills? That's okay. I'll figure it out because I have control of that. Oh man, I'm losing a lot of money in my business. What's going on? That's okay. I can adapt and adjust. Oh, but I'm frustrated. Well, you can react like that. You see, fam, what is always what is. What is always what is, and then there's your perception of what is. The fact is the fact. Now, you can either react to it the way you're reacting to it, or you can control that reaction and realize, okay, I don't gotta respond that way. I don't gotta react that way. I don't have to act that way. I say this and I start thinking about, oh, but you don't understand. My situation is like the situation's happening regardless. The moves are being made regardless. The failure happened, it happened. The loss happened, the loss happened. The moves happened, and whatever happened is happening regardless. And then there's your attitude towards that. And then again, it's not about being perfect. It's not about being, oh, I'm this guy, nothing phases me. It's you understanding certain things to the point that nothing phases you because you understand how non-important it is, or how non-productive it is, and how it doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't help you at all. That's what you start to understand. Oh man, I'm responding like this, I'm reacting like this. This doesn't help me at all. This actually makes the matters worse. This is what we're talking about here. It's controlling how you react and respond, controlling the things that you have control of. And again, it's not about perfection. There is no set way, fam. There's no set way on how to react to things. Are you paying attention, guys? There's no set way on how to react to things. There's no normal way how to react to things. There's conditioned way to react to things. So if you control how you react and respond, a lot of people think when something happens, they have to react this way. This happened, I have to get emotional about that. This happened, I must get excited about that. It's like they think there's set ways to react and respond to things, but there is no set way, fam. Because you have control of that. That means you could be failing right now in business, or you could be failing right now in a move you're making, or you put yourself in a position where you feel like, I'm not getting the results I want. That is failing. I'm losing right now. But the way you react and respond to that will determine what happens next. There's no set way to feel, I'm unworthy. I can't do it. I don't know if I can. It's like, whoa. That's not how this works, right? Because you can. As a human being, you can do whatever you set your mind to. You will always figure it out if you want to. You will always figure it out if you want to figure it out. You will always figure it out, fam. It's a matter of understanding yourself first and changing what you decide to get emotional about. Changing what bothers you. Do you know what it is to change what bothers you? To change what affects you? To change your perspective on the things that you think matter? Oh, this person's talking about me. Not caring about that. Oh, these people are saying that I'm this is the image of what they think of me. Not caring about that, caring about your character more. Your character on how you react and respond to things, your motive, your intention, your outlook on life, your focus. Can you imagine if we shifted our priorities and gave our attention to things that actually mattered? Things that help build the roots of your life, the things that the foundation we cared about. That's the internal shit, fam. Internal shit. We're talking about shit that you can't see. You could see somebody walking down the block. You could see somebody walking up the street. There's a lot of things going on. From your point of view, you see somebody just walking across the street. Right now, I see somebody crossing the street. This person is just walking across the street. That's the movement they're doing. But in their mind, there's a whole other story going on there. A whole other story. What I see is a person crossing the street. In their mind, they might not even think about crossing the street. They're not even thinking about looking at the cars. They're not even thinking about where they're going. They're probably in their mind, oh, I can't believe I got to go to work today. I can't believe that happened yesterday. This stuff, family, listen to me, man. I hope you guys are really listening. Listen to this very, 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 very closely. If you can change what you prioritize, if you can change the things you pay attention to, if you can change your perspective on certain foundations, that is what builds. That's what creates who you are. And then, fam, when you're solid with yourself, when you start being more solid, because solid, it means having a strong relationship with the truth. Being solid with yourself means seeing what is and changing your perception of how you react and respond to what is. When you're solid with yourself, when you understand the ability of a human being and how you're able to figure things out, how you're able to adapt and adjust, and your attitude, you take control of your attitude towards things. You become solid with yourself. And I promise you, when you are solid with yourself, it doesn't matter what happens. Anything can happen, fam. Anything can happen to you. Anything can happen. You could lose an arm and be like, oh, fuck, I lost the arm. But it's a matter of how I respond to that. You could lose an arm and say, yes, again, not perfection of, I lost the arm. I am great. I lost the arm. I will control how I adapt and adjust. I lost the finger, and I am robotic now. Nothing phases me. I am strong-minded. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking, I lost the arm. It's unfortunate. I'm upset. I lost an arm. It happened. I now have control how I react and respond. See, this is not, again, it's not perfection. It's understanding the inconvenience of it and understanding it happened. What can I do to adapt and adjust? Because when you're solid with yourself now, it doesn't matter what happens. Your bank account could be at your bank account could be at zero, fam, and you're like, it doesn't matter what happens. You tell yourself, man, I'm not where I want to be, man. I'm a bit unhealthy. It doesn't matter what happens. Let me react and respond. Yo, this relationship has ended. It doesn't matter what happens. Let me make an adjustment. Every end is a new beginning. Let's make it happen. This is not something that there's carelessness, that you don't care or it doesn't matter to you. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about is the fact, and then there is my response to the fact. What is what is, and then there's my response to what is. There's my attitude towards what's happening. My attitude towards life, my attitude towards adversity, my attitude towards fear. That's the thing that you have control of. Again, it's not perfection. And I keep saying this because people think, oh, if I lose an arm, I'm going to be crying all day. It's like, no. If I lose an arm, it's going to be painful and it's going to hurt. And my arm is off and I'm like, man, my shit is dangling. I only got one arm. A lot of inconvenience happened. But then I got control of this. It's what is, and then I got control of this. I can react and respond. That's what I'm talking about, man. And I say this because people are like, oh, it's normal to be like this. It's normal to get emotional when this happens. It's like, no, there's no set ways, fam, on how you should respond to things. You are conditioned to think that way, and also you choosing to think that way for a reason. That means when you fail, you get emotional and start crying. That is your perception. That's not a set way to do things. It's not a set way within your system to be that way. It's my perception is when I do something and I fail, I get sad. Why? When failure is part of the process, when you can learn through that, and it's literally part of how we've done everything. That's my point. There's no set way. So if there's no set way, I have control of my attitude. Fam, if there's no set way, I have control of how I react and respond. If there's no set way, I create what I want. I create this perception. I create this mindset. I create this attitude. It's like so many things are happening in your life. Cheers to everybody who's enjoying this live for a second. There's a lot of things that's going on in your life. Okay? A lot of things going on in your life. That a lot of you allow certain problems to roll on to the next day. Certain thoughts. Certain things that are happening to you. Certain problems that you don't choose to solve. That you don't take responsibility for. That you allow these problems to roll on to the next day. You allow these issues to continue to linger on. You're not making any decisions. And not making a decision is a decision. But there's a lot of things going on in your life right now that if you were to just change your perspective on what's happening and change your attitude towards things, everything would change. If you were to take responsibility, everything would change. But for many people, life is happening to them and they're not taking control. Life is happening to them and they're not taking ownership. Life is happening to them and they're saying, yo, the universe is going to take care of it. The government's going to take care of it. Someone else is going to take care of it. My parents is going to take care of it. My parents is going to take care of it. My husband's going to take care of it. My wife is going to take care of it. Someone else is going to take care of it. Complaining why no one else is taking care of it. One day it's going to solve on its own. One day I'm going to figure out this problem. One day it's going to happen on its own. There's a lot of things going on in your life, family, and you're saying one day, hopefully one day it fixes on its own. The amount of power that you have as a human being, the amount of power you have, fam, the amount of control you have on the things that you have control of, your attitude, your adjustment, your decisions, your reaction, your mentality. If you were to question those things, if you were to stop for a second and question how you react and question your fears and question certain fundamental foundation things, everything will change. When you only focus on the things that you have control of, everything will change. When you do things with the intention that you know, this is my intention to do things. This is my intention. Everything will change. Yo, this is my intention. This is my intention. This is my mindset. This is what I'm going in this up. You don't control how other people think of you. You can't control that. So you don't live within that. You don't make decisions based on how other people are going to say. You say, yeah, I have my intentions. I have my focus. I know what it is that I want. I know what it is that I'm doing. I know what it is that I need to do. And once you focus on that, fam, everything changes. Because now, listen, now you're not caring about the opinions of others. You're not caring about things outside of your control. You're not caring about what other people are saying or what other people are doing. You're not caring about you making a decision and then people are telling you what they're going to think. You start doing things to solve problems within you. It's fucking powerful. It's beautiful. You changed my life. Give me some fire emojis if you guys feeling this. Bro, I didn't change your life, man. You changed your life, man. You changed your life. You hopped on the lives. You're listening with fresh mind and a fresh pair of ears. You're the one that's deciding to consume this and think about this. You changed your life, brother. Not me. I didn't change your life, man. I'm just leading the way, brother. I'm just leading the way. Just leading the way. I'm just taking control of what I got control of. My mindset, my body, my attitude, my life. And that's what you guys feel. You don't see a perfect human being. This is not a perfect human being because there's no such thing as perfection. What you see here is a man who's taking full control and ownership of his life. What you see here is a man that's living with passion. What you see here is a man who is solid with himself. And then the world responds. So it's not me changing your life, my brother. It's you changing your life. You saying, you know what, man, Anthony's doing this. You deciding to pick up little gems. You decide to listen to certain things. You decide to write things down. You're deciding to, oh, let me understand what is being said. And then that changes your perception. And then that's you, brother. So congratulations to you for betting on you. Congratulations to everybody on here betting on themselves. Damn, man. Because it's real. It's real. And I get so passionate because it's real, right? It's real. Real change. Real attitude change. Real attitude adjustment. Real perception change. Real things that foundation you start to see the world differently. You start to be more aware. You start to take a little bit more risk. You start to know that there is no actual risk. You start to see that the mind being pulled in multiple directions. So you're like, you know what? Let me limit my time here. Let me not put my time there. Let me not give my energy here because I got limited energy. I got limited headspace. Let me adapt and adjust. Let me maneuver through this world the way I want to maneuver. Let me create this shit like my own way. Let me create my own way with my own attitude, right? Listening to the things that we're talking about here, receiving it and saying, you know what, man, what works for me? What if I did this move and this move? What if I adjusted here, regardless what anybody says, regardless what anybody thinks? You're like, nah, I got the intention. I value clarity, awareness, truth, love, passion. Like I'm moving with that energy. While everybody else is moving through jealousy, while everybody else is moving through envy, while everybody's moving through fear, through manipulation. And I say manipulation not in the way of what you think, oh, I'm going to control people. No, natural, oh, I need this from others, so I don't want to tell them the truth. See, when you need something, fam, right? You can hate your job, but when you go in there, you say, fuck this job. You got, oh, I can't say that. So I got to make sure that I go into this place. I got to, hey, boss. How's it going? Because I need the money, right? Think about how many people are doing that in all areas of life. Okay, I don't like this relationship I'm in, but this person pays for the house. This person pays for my bills. So you know what? Hi, honey. How you doing? Da 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 da. It's like, oh, you're being mad fake because you need something. Oh, seeing that, oh, my friendships. You see the quality of your relationships, but I don't want to be alone, so I want to hold on to people. How's it going? When behind the scenes you're like, yo, these people are not it. These people are not it. You see how that, imagine when you get to a point when you psychologically actually don't need anything. To get to that place, psychologically don't need, you now want. I want to be with this person. I want to do this move. I want to build this business. I'm passionate about this. I want to do these things. I want to eat this food. I want not, hi honey, how you doing? This person pays the bill, so I gotta act like I gotta stay with them. I don't want to be by myself, but I'm miserable. I got a group of people around me. How can I keep these people around when I don't give a fuck about them? There's little games that people play. Little games. Remember this, fam. A mind that is struggling with itself will always play these little games. I need. Little games. Little games. How can I use this person even though I don't give a fuck about this person? How can I use them? Get to a place, family. Get to a place where you're so solid with yourself that you accept the consequences of your choices. You're so solid with yourself that the truth is like this. You're like this with the truth, the facts, the what is. You're so solid with yourself that you look at people and you don't hesitate. And I get it that sometimes people are like, yo, but you got to control how you say things. You can't go around saying things to people, because you're not going to get the results you want. But man, imagine that didn't exist. Imagine that. Imagine you were so solid with yourself that you was living in truth. You know what? I'm fully 100% psychologically independent. I got the skills to pay the bills. I control how I react and respond. My attitude towards things is different. See that, fam? That's a different mindset, man. It's a different mindset. When your attitude is different, when you focus on being the best version of you, it doesn't matter what happens, yo. It doesn't matter who comes in and out of your life. It doesn't matter who was here that made sense for this moment. This person made sense from A to B. From a B to C, they don't make sense anymore. B to C, they don't make sense. I keep growing. This environment stopped growing. I keep growing. This person stops growing. I keep growing. The situation stays the same. I got to adapt and adjust. I got to keep moving. See, that's a different mentality, fam. When you value freedom, when you value growth, when you value being solid with yourself, when you value the truth, you start to see things clearly. You're like, yo, I don't got to be a part of this environment. These aren't the only people around me anymore. I can create something new and attract new people that bring more value. We bring value together. That's a different mindset, man. It's a different mindset. See, so many of you are scared to make moves because, oh, what if I be alone? But what kind of mindset is that? What kind of mindset is that? Think about it, fam. I don't want to say the facts to this person because what happens if it ruins the relationship? I don't want to say the facts about this environment because what happens if the environment neglects me? I don't want to say the truth about this working environment because what if I get fired? So now you have an ocean of human beings, a sea of human beings, all making decisions, wanting to like maneuver and manipulate a situation. And it's not manipulation with the word manipulate. No, like, oh, I want to influence this situation. I don't want to say nothing because they're going to get mad at me. I don't want to say nothing. So you got a bunch of people bullshitting through life. Hold on, let me... The noise was distracting me. Now you got a bunch of people maneuvering through life bullshitting. Bullshitting through life to get a certain result. Instead of living through truth and allowing the truth to get the result. Yo, I'm so solid with myself that it doesn't matter what happens. That's a different mindset. I'm so solid with myself that I'm going to create my own way with my own skills, with my own mentality, with my own... I'm going to create my own way. Even when there feels like there is no way. I'm going to put myself in the right positions. I'm not going to hold myself back. Because I don't want to say something. I don't want to speak of facts. Like, so many of you are holding yourselves back. And you know this. Okay, now let's look at the comments. Let's get some crowd participation. Give me these double hands. Give me these double hands. If you ever not said the truth because of how someone else will react and respond to the truth and you think it'll change the dynamic of your relationship. Change your dynamic of the environment. How many of you hold things back? I don't want to say this because I'm going to get judged. I don't want to say this. I'm saying any time in the past. I don't want to say this because it may change the status of my position in life. I don't want to say this. Listen. I don't want to say this because, oh, what if I can't get that benefit anymore by being in this situation? I don't want to say this because what if I lose this and this and this? So now what's the quality of all your relationships then? Think about it, fam. What is the quality of all of your relationships? If you're living like that and you're maneuvering like that. Something to think about. See, for me, because I genuinely want to give, because I'm so fucking, I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I'm only expressing this so you guys can get an understanding. I'm so solid with myself that I'm willing to accept the consequences of speaking the facts. I'm willing to say, listen, man, this is how I feel about this situation. This is my mentality. And my communication game has to be on point. Why? Because if my communication game is on point, you now have an understanding of where I'm at mentally, regardless of what that is. I challenge, there is no off limits for me. There's no, I can say the truth, but There's no off limits. For me, it's, yo, man, I'm going to say the facts and how I feel. Any given moment in time. Hey, listen, let me talk to you real quick. Yo, let me pull you to the side. Let me say something to you real quick. This is how I feel. Not in a hateful way, fucked up way. No, this is how I feel in this situation. And if there's no adjustment being made, then I'm going to make an adjustment and I'm out. That's how I do things. Whether I'm working with my clients one-to-one, all my clients know communication's key. With my family, communication's key. Yo, that shit that you're doing, I'm not feeling that. Yo, I think this environment, I don't want to pull up to this environment because I don't like the energy in that environment. That's just me. It's not me, I'm better than anybody, I'm da-da-da-da-da. No, any form of anything, any environment, I'm going to say the facts. Yo, man, I didn't like how you did that. Let me talk to you real quick. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't feel this. And I think, yo, let me tell you something. You're doing this way. There's nothing to hide from me no more. There's nothing to hide. And I say no more because 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you start thinking, yo, but I got to maneuver in a certain way within this world because what if I lose money? What if I lose this relationship? What if I lose this people? What if I lose? Nah, man, it ain't like that. If I lose it because it was rightfully so and it was supposed to happen, it was supposed to happen. It's all love. It's all good. This relationship ended because I speak the facts. Family, this environment ended, this partnership ended, any form of business relationship, client relationship, romantic relationship ended because I spoke the truth. Then allow it to end. I lost money because I said what's on my mind and how I felt at that moment. Allow me to lose money. I got the skills that pays the bills. I got the skills that will bring it back. I got the skill. You see, fam, this is what I'm talking about. Your attitude towards life, your attitude towards the situation, your attitude towards everything. Like, yo, I'm good. I'm going to tell you how I really feel because I'm good. I'm going to tell you how I really feel because I'm good. Not in a hateful, hurtful way, yo, fuck, da, 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 da. No, I'm so good that I'm going to approach this situation with love. I'm going to tell you, yo, man, let me tell you something, man. I'm not going to make it out here because of this. Yo, hey, listen. And no matter if anybody understands, I did my part. That's what I'm talking about, fam. Speaking the facts and speaking and living in so much truth that it doesn't matter what happens because you can control how you react and respond. It doesn't matter how you feel about me. Look at my content online, fam. There's only a few of you on here. There's people going to jump off. People going to stay on. I get unfollowed 1,000 times a day. I do not alter how I feel. I do not alter what I do not alter what I want to say to fit a narrative on how someone is going to perceive me. To fit, oh, this is what online, I don't know, social media influencers are supposed to speak. No, I'm good, man. I would rather get unfollowed and have solid group of humans that want to hear the facts. And for me, I'm looking at it, I'm saying, yo, I'm speaking this truth. If y'all don't like it, if you don't agree with it, I understand. There's no hate. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. I respect. And that's it, man. You see, you know what happens now? You know what happens now? The relationships that you do have are like this. The audience that you do build are like this. The moves you make are like this. Your trust level goes up. People trust you more. People trust you more. Because you now say, yo, this person doesn't hold back. This person doesn't even hold back. This person will always tell me when my breath stinks, if my breath stinks. And you should always keep that person around. Yo, listen, yo, get a little gum, you know what I'm saying? Like, woo, your shit's kicking right now. Or, yo, let me pull you to the side. Yo, listen, man, yo, you had that onion, it's all good. Like, make sure you fix that. All fun and games. But you get my point? There's no need to hide that. There's no need to be. You want that person around that's going to tell you, yo, man, your pit right now is kind of, yo, throw on a little, yo. And then you move forward. You want that person around that's going to tell you that, yo, I didn't like how you said this stuff. I didn't like how you said this to me. I didn't like that moment here, and it kind of got me frustrated, and I know I need to work on myself, so can we fix that? Can we adjust that? You see that, fam? That's a different mentality. That's a different mindset. Be willing to put an end to a situation that doesn't live in truth. Woo! Because if you don't, you know what happens? You know what happens, fam? When you don't do that, now you have a bunch of relationships all built on bullshit. And you don't even understand what's actually going on. Now you got a bunch of people telling you what you want to hear because you can't even accept what you need to hear. You have a bunch of relationships with people telling you what you want to hear because you can't accept what you need to hear. So you have the society of human beings, because they know people do not accept the facts. You have a society of people who says, yo, let's put out information to give people what they want to hear because they can't accept what they need to hear. Because they get offended easily. They get offended when someone says, yo, you ain't looking kind of right now. Like, yo, come on. Yo, I didn't like when you did this. Yo, this environment is a bit there. Yo, honestly, I'm not feeling it. So now you got a society of people wondering why. Yo, why do people lie to me? Why do people always tell me things? Why do people always lie? Oh, because you get offended. Yo, because you get offended. Because you're living through life like a weasel. Wanting to manipulate environments and situations. I don't like using the word manipulation because that's not what's going on. Maneuver within this. Strategize within this. Oh, let me not tell this person because they get offended. And then behind the scenes, you're talking about them. I don't want to be around that, man. That shit is whack. So I say things in front of people's faces. I will always say things. Yo, listen, man, I think you're this. That's just my opinion and that's it. And I get the results that I deserve because I don't need anything. You feel me? You feel me, fam? We don't need, get to a place when you don't need, oh, I need this person's da-da-da-da-da. I need, it's like, no, man, I want to be around these people. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to develop these skills. I want to work this job. I want to work to build this business. I want to be around this person. I want to you do everything because you want to do it, not because, oh man, I need to strategize. I don't want to ruin this because I need this for this. You guys get my point? Give me some fire emojis. Is this being recorded? Yes, it's being recorded. It'll be up. It'll be up. It'll be up. Everything else is living in an illusion. There's no real depth and beauty in those real connect. Yep. There's so much depth. Have to trust yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to know yourself in order to trust yourself. You got to know yourself. When you know yourself, when you know that you have a strong relationship with what is, family, when you know you have a strong relationship with what is, there is nothing that can stop you. I promise you, fam. Listen to me, man. Can you guys please listen for 2 seconds? I don't know who's on here. I don't know who's listening. But listen, please. When you have a strong relationship with what is, it doesn't matter. When you have a relationship, when you know yourself, I know the things I'm not doing. I know how I feel about myself. I know I shouldn't, this environment is not it. I know. And then you move with that certainty. You move with that, I don't need shit. Like, I don't need that. I want that. I don't need it. So now you start living in truth. You start having those tough conversations. Tough conversations are no longer tough conversations. Tough decisions are no longer tough decisions. It's part of who you are. It's like, yo, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you the facts. Yo, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. Yo, listen, I'm going to tell you this. Not in a malicious way to hurt your feelings. Or no. I got to tell you this. And when you're solid with the truth, your relationship, your connections that are built off of that will always respect each other. Damn, I respect that person. I respect this person for telling me how it is all the time, doesn't pull punches. I respect this person for whatever it is, man. You start to connect more with people you can say shit to. It's amazing, man. It's beautiful. I'm just thinking about it right now, how beautiful it is. When you get to a place, fam, you're not in this place of, oh, let me use this moment, let me use this. You're not in that place. You're in a place of, yo, you know what, man? I'm gonna take ownership and control of my own life and the things I got control of. I'm gonna get the results I deserve. I'm going to get the results I deserve. By speaking how I feel, speaking my mentality, saying the truth, picking up little things. Yo, why are you doing that? Or why is that? At that moment, not weaseling. It's like, yo, let me talk to you real quick. That's the shit I'm talking about, man. I love you. I'm out. Yo, appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. I haven't posted the recording, the replay of yesterday's live, but I will. Sign up to my awareness journal, fam. Link is in my bio. If you haven't done so, let me do some call to actions real quick. Make sure you sign up to my awareness journal. Only $5 a month of daily awareness, daily mindset, daily inspiration. That's 1. 2, make sure you guys are listening to my podcast, All Moves Podcast by Anthony Manaya. All Moves Podcast. Over 200 plus episodes. If you're not on my podcast, if you're not up to date with my podcast, go check it out. Life-changing shit. Number 3, this will be up on recording on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yo, is there anything else? That's really it. I'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you. Peace.